Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Curtis. I'm an addict and alcoholic, and I am the pastor of recovery here at Community of Hope Church. And I just wanted to offer you a little word of hope for the day. Throughout this past week, I spoke with several people, and I really started to see that there was a common denominator, and they all started to have these types of thoughts that I was very familiar with, especially before I entered into recovery and early on in my recovery. Looking back, I can see that they were gateway thoughts. These types of thoughts were, I'm not good enough. I don't deserve this. Why would I deserve this type of opportunity? I can only be an addict. I only know this type of way. And I started to recognize that these were thoughts that they had before they actually did what ended up causing their, momentary destruction at that time. It was a thought that triggered an action, and a negative thought triggered a negative action. And so, looking to Scripture, we can see how it counters this. In Philippians 4, verse 8, it says, "Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things." Now, looking at this scripture, it's like, yeah, that sounds nice, but what's that actually going to do for me in my recovery today? Well, when we start to focus on things that are pure, things that are good, things that are true, things that God thinks of you as an individual, then your actions are going to reflect those types of thoughts. And so instead of saying, this is the only way that I've ever known, instead you could say something along the lines of like, this is my opportunity that I can change the ways that I used to be. And you can start to live in the truth that God has called you out of your sickness and out of the darkness and into the light and into a better and new bright future. And so looking at that, we can see that my son is super excited about it. And we can see that our thoughts actually are going to be the dictators of what our actions are going to be. So I just want to challenge you. What are your thoughts right now? As you're navigating recovery, think about your thoughts and think about if they're going to lead you into a positive way of life or back into a path of destruction that you've been so eagerly trying to get out of. Yep, so thank you so much for listening to this word of hope. I really hope that it helps you. And I do want to extend an invitation for you to come tonight at 7 p.m. at the Loxahatchee campus of Community of Hope. And I really think it's going to be a great message by our Pastor Dale, the lead and founding pastor of our church, as he's going to be communicating to us about self-leadership, how we have where we currently are, where our ideal future, and how we can navigate that gap. Thank you so much. I hope to see you there.